Hi there. Now, hopefully, we've all been studying hard, so let's take a break by looking at some ways we can cool off and relax. Studying might get all the accolades, but in reality, relaxation is just as important as sitting down and learning content. So, in this lesson, we're going to figure out what the perfect level of relaxed can look like and mean for each of us. We'll talk about stress and what that looks like, and ways we can reduce the negative effects of stress. Let's jump in. Stress is our body's natural response to a threat in the environment, like when our breathing and heart rate increases. It's a response that helps us hunt and outlast predators, and in general, keeps us focused and motivated. Nowadays, we probably feel this sort of stress when we're doing things like giving a speech in front of the class or entering an exam room. It might sound weird that we have this automatic response that creates this sense of panic or urgency. It turns out that a little bit of stress is actually really useful. Stress helps us focus and stay motivated. It's that feeling of being in the zone. Like when you watch a horror movie but can't quite look away, or when you're in an exam hall and you're focused on the answers you're writing, and at the end of the exam, you realized how little your mind wandered. Without it, we can get bored and unwilling to achieve goals. Stress can even improve our memory by helping us pay attention to relevant information. But when we reach a peak in our stress levels, we can start to feel overwhelmed. Stress depletes all our body's resources quickly as it tries to complete the important task at hand. Our muscles tighten, we get nervous and anxious, dehydrate more quickly, and so on. Too much stress is something our body isn't designed for. It's why we feel a need to rest after a big day playing sport or after some particularly brutal exams. Stress can impede our ability to retrieve information and can even increase our chances of developing anxiety and depression. So we definitely don't want to let it get the best of us. The problem is that humans are actually really good at stressing. It's completely automatic. At the same time, we don't actually have any tricks up our sleeve or any automatic responses that calm us down. The good news, however, is that we can still learn ways to relax and calm down, even among all these modern stresses floating around us. Now, it's definitely worth noting that there's nothing that can replace good sleeping habits, drinking 2 liters of water a day, having a healthy diet, and exercising regularly. These are just tips to help be a circuit breaker during the day and reduce our overall levels of stress. Also, not everything works for everyone, so feel free to stick to ones that work best for you, or just use these as a jumping off point to find your own methods. One of the big side effects of stress is irregular, panicked breathing. So one of the ways to reverse the effects of stress is by practicing slow, controlled breathing. It's crazy how well this can work after just a few minutes. Here are 2 really common and successful methods. Box breathing involves breathing in for a certain period of time, for example 5 seconds, holding for that same period of time, then breathing out for 5 seconds and holding again for that period of time. The box comes from the fact that the 4 actions we're taking are all of equal length. The double inhale involves breathing in through your nose till you feel full, then breathing in again. At the top, breathe out through your mouth really slowly. It's important that we do everything calmly in cycles. Use your belly or diaphragm, not your lungs. Focus on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing is something we can do at our desk in a few short minutes of time. If we have a little longer, we might look at other techniques like progressive muscle relaxation. This involves tensing and relaxing different muscle groups to feel a sense of deep relaxation. We do this by tensing a muscle in the body as much as possible for a count of 10, then slowly releasing the tension and allowing the muscles to relax. The best way to do this is to do it systematically, so starting from your right toes, right feet, and legs, and slowly making your way up and then to the other side. Some of the more zen among us might want to try things like meditation or mindfulness. This is a bit more involved and is as much about training our ability to focus for longer as it is about de-stressing. Here, we're focusing our attention to something we wouldn't ordinarily focus on, for example, our breath or body. Other methods have us visualizing a pleasant scene or listening to a guided meditation online. Meditation helps us tune ourselves into the present moment rather than our thoughts, which can curb our stress and anxiety. Many studies have seen the positive effects of meditation on reducing psychological stress, so it's worth giving it a try. It's not everyone's cup of tea, and in some ways takes a bit of work, so this might be something you want to leave aside unless you're really inclined to give it a go. We've already talked about the importance of exercise to keep us calm and relaxed. Even as little as 20 to 30 minutes a day can improve our mood. This is because exercising helps us release happy chemicals like endorphins and serotonin in our body to make us feel good. But we don't have to go for a body-breaking run to get these benefits. We can do slower forms of physical movement too. Stretching during study breaks, or getting a foam roller or tennis balls to help lessen tension and to prepare and activate some muscles can do a world of good as well. Let's remember that with all of these things, they're a tool, not a cure. To start with, we need to practice things consistently to really reap the benefits. At the same time, it's also worth noting that if we become too obsessive over doing things absolutely perfectly, then these rituals can be more stressful than not, especially if we start ignoring our studies, sleep, or eating to do them. Just spend a few minutes every day taking some time to chill out and calm your body and mind back down. Breathing, for example, can work really well if you do it a few times a day as part of a break in a Pomodoro method of studying. But whatever it is, just enjoy the fact you're chilling out. Okay, let's pause and see what we've learned about relaxation rituals in this lesson. We need good stress in our lives to motivate us, help us pay attention, and enable us to reach our full potential. When we're overwhelmed with too much stress, we can feel tired, anxious, and forgetful, which can negatively impact our studies. We need to be wise about the amount of time we spend relaxing because too much time doing these rituals can prevent us from getting work done. So it's best to do deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, meditation, or movement in a small portion of our day, alongside healthy lifestyle habits to help beat bad stress. See you next time.